Okay, ma, we'll start the session. What we discussed in the previous session? What we discussed in the previous session? Can anyone please respond?
Ma'am, unit production and null production.
Unit production, useless symbols, null productions, everything we have covered, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Next, what is simplification of CFG means? Simplification of CFG means first we have to delete the null productions. The order is first we have to delete the null productions. Next, unit productions and then useless symbols. This is the order we have to follow when there is a situation to, useless symbols. When there is a situation to simplify the context-free grammar means first remove the null productions and then remove the unit productions and then remove the useless symbols. All we have seen, right? Is anybody having doubt regarding simplification of CFG? Is anybody having doubt regarding the simplification of CFG? Please respond, ma.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'm moving forward. The next concept is normal forms. Next concept is normal forms. First, we'll see what is a normal form. Normal form means duplicate products can be eliminated by writing the CFG into normal forms. What we have to eliminate? We have to eliminate the duplicate products. If we have any duplicate products that can be eliminated, that is known as the normal forms. In this normal forms, we are having two classifications. The first classification is CNF and the second classification is GNF. What is CNF? CNF stands for Chomsky normal form. CNF stands for Chomsky normal form. GNF stands for Greibach normal form. GNF stands for Greibach normal form. Okay, normal form means if you have any duplicates, we have to eliminate that. The resultant product is in the form of normalized form. Here there are two types, CNF and GNF. CNF stands for Chomsky normal form and GNF stands for Greibach normal form. What is this Chomsky? What is this Greibach? One by one we'll see. In this session, we'll discuss about Chomsky normal form. The first one is Chomsky normal form. The first one is Chomsky normal form. What is this Chomsky normal form? We'll see. Okay. So Chomsky normal form means every CFL without epsilon can be generated by CFG in which every production is in the form of what it is saying. Every production is in the form of A to XY or A to A. Okay. Chomsky normal form means which is free from epsilon as well as every production must be in the form of A to XY or A to A. Here XY both are variables. Here it is a terminal. Here it is a terminal. Again, we'll come back to the definition part after seeing one example. Then it will be easy for us to understand. So first I'm going to give you the example. The question is that S tends to A, S, B or epsilon. S tends to A, S, B or AB. S tends to A, S, B or AB. A tends to A or B tends to, B tends to B. This is the example they have given to you. You have to put this in the CNF format. How can we do that? First, what is the definition? Every CFL without epsilon can be placed in a CNF format. Without epsilon, do you have any epsilon predictions in the given grammar? Please respond, ma. Do you have any epsilon predictions in the given grammar? Say yes or no. Do you have any epsilon predictions in the given grammar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have, right? So first we have to remove that epsilon predictions. How can we remove that? We'll place epsilon in place of S. Suppose this is ASB. In place of S, if I introduce epsilon, what happens? Simply the given production
AB, ma'am.
is ASB. The given production I'm writing as usual. If I substitute, it will become the AB, right? So this is what we got. This I have replaced with this production ASB or AB. Next, one more thing. Next, remaining productions are simply ASB or AB, A to A, B to B. Now, from this grammar, we have obtained this. Do you have any epsilon productions in the resultant grammar?
No,
Do
ma'am.
you have any epsilon productions? No, right? So next thing. So first concept is every CFL without epsilon. So this is a CFL, it is without epsilon. Now we have to verify whether it is in CNF or not. If it is in not CNF, we have to arrange the given CFL in the form of a CNF. How can we arrange? So first individually, I'm writing all the productions, ma'am. Simply erasing this. Individually, I'm writing, then you'll understand. So first S tends to ASB, next S tends to AB, next S tends to ASB, next S tends to AB, A tends to A, B tends to B. ఇదే కదా మన గివెన్ గ్రామర్ ని నేను డివైడ్ చేసి ఇండివిజువల్ ప్రొడక్షన్స్ ని రాశాను. What is the law? What is the conditions for CNF? It is either in the form of A2XY or A2A. How many are in the CNF? How many are not in the CNF? First we'll discuss. Is it in CNF format? Is it in XY format or A format? Do you have anything? Any of the prediction it is satisfying? See, unte rendu variables undali ledante oka terminal undali as per CNF rule. Do you have that constraint here?
No, ma'am.
No, it is not in CNF. Next.
No, ma'am.
No, next.
No, ma'am.
No, next.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, next.
Yes, ma'am. These two are true.
Yes, right now these three are not in the form of CNF. We have to arrange them in the CNF format. How can we arrange? I'm erasing here itself, ma'am. I'm writing here itself. Okay, are you following? Now we have to arrange them either in XY format or in the terminal format. So first I'm trying S tends to, okay, S tends to some, what I'm writing in place of A, can I replace A? Yes, I can. In place of B, can I replace B, capital B? Yes, I can.
Yes.
Next, S tends to, in place of A, I can
AB,
replace A.
capital AB.
So B, I can replace B. Next, S tends to, again it is ASB. S tends to AB. A tends to A. B tends to B. While I'm arranging this in the form of CNF, these two are nothing but duplicates. So only one I can consider. Are you following? These two are duplicates, right? ASB already on the S2 ASB. So no need to consider again. S2 AB manaku already on this, so no need to consider again. Am I clear with this? So we are left with how many productions? S tends to ASB, S tends to AB, A to A, B to B. We are left with these many productions. In this, is it in CNF format? ASB CNF లో ఉందా మనకి XY ఏ ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ ఏంటి XY Z part?
It's not there, ma'am.
Not. It is?
Yes,
Is it?
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
it is. Right. So this we have to arrange in the CNF format. How can we arrange? Observe carefully. A, this SB, I'm assuming it like capital X. X derives SB. S2 simply AB. A to A. B to B. Now if you observe AX, both are non-terminals. Is it in CNF? Is it in CNF?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one.
Yes, ma'am.
Next.
Yes, ma'am.
Next.
All are in CNF.
All are in CNF. Now we have achieved the solution. Now again we'll come back to the definition part. So what is Chomsky normal form means? First, it is free from epsilon productions. After that, it is in the form of A tends to xy, which means the left hand side must derive two variables or it may derive only one terminal. I think I'm clear with the definition along with the example. Is it not?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now I'm moving forward. We'll see some more examples. The CNF concept is very, very important.
Ma'am, once show the example.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, I'm moving forward, ma. Next example is S tends to AB, A tends to AB, B tends to A or AB. This example also I'll explain, ma. So first thing is it in CNF format? ఇక్కడ నేను రాస్తున్నాను చూడండి S A tends to XY or A tends to A. These are the only things which are in CNF format. Next, S tends to AB. Is it in CNF format?
No, ma'am.
No. This one?
No, ma'am.
No. B to A, only first part.
Only first one is there.
It is not. Right? We have to arrange this. Now, how can we arrange S tends to? It is in the form of both variables. Variable I'm taking X. But in place of X, what should be there in the given B? Can I write like this? So this I have written like this. Both are in CNF format. Can I write like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Please respond, ma. Any confusion here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Next, this part. A tends to already A is by B. Can I write it like a BB? B itself is deriving A, no? So in place of A, I can replace B, right? Are you following,
Yes,
ma?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Next, again B tends to capital A, small b. In place of small b, what can I replace? Already X is deriving this, no? So AX I can replace. Is there any confusion? Now if you observe, is it in CNF format?
Yes, ma'am. All are in CNF.
All are in CNF format. I think I'm clear with this, right? Say yes or no?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, S tends to AX and B tends to AX. We shouldn't we consider those as duplicates, ma'am?
Duplicates. No, we cannot consider because in the earlier example, see, if AX is deriving by S itself, then you consider it as duplicate. But here it is deriving, A is deriving, S is deriving AX and B is deriving AX. Both the variables on its left hand side are not same. So don't consider it as duplicate.
Okay, thank you.
ఓకే వన్ మోర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ విల్ సి. ఇది మీరు చెప్పండి, నేను చేస్తుంటా. నెక్స్ట్ ఇది మీరే చూద్దు డైరెక్ట్. BAA, A tends to AAB, B tends to capital A or B. You tell me, I'll do it. Please respond. Sharat, Akila, Preeti, are you listening? Okay, ma, tell me the answers. Is it in CNF format? No. Is it in CNF format? Please respond.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Is it in
Only-
CNF format?
Only one is.
Yes.
E to B is the only, but now how can you arrange? Let me know. Please tell me. నేను చెప్తా ఉంటే నేను రాస్తానమ్మా. First we'll think about the first production.
Ma'am, S tends to XA.
What, ma?
S tends to XA, ma'am, where X is BAB. BAA.
Okay. XA you are telling. X tends to
BAA.
BAA.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Again, X tends to YA.
Okay. Next part you are telling.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
S tends to XA. X tends to
BAA. Sorry, YA.
YA.
Yes, ma'am. Where Y is BA. Y tends to BA.
Okay. This is in CNF. This is in CNF. What about this Y? Again, you have to arrange, no? This is
Um,
not in CNF, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Next step, ante next step. These two are in CNF, so no need to do anything.
X tends to YA.
Y tends to, in place of small b, you can replace capital B. No?
Capital.
In place of small a, you can replace some Z. Z tends to A.
Yeah.
So first production now is in the form of CNF. This part is over. Next, what about AAB? Next production. A tends to, what you will write in place of AA, please tell me. AAB, right? So what I'm writing simply some PB. P tends to simply AA. Again, it is not in the form of CNF. So P tends to, in place of A, I can replace capital Z, no? So ZA. Now, if you observe, all are in CNF format, right? Next, B tends to capital A. Capital A means, is it in the CNF format? No. So what can you replace? Already we know what is a capital A. Capital A is nothing but PB. Now it is in the CNF format. Next, B to B. Now all are in CNF format. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Remaining people, please respond. Remaining students, Sharat, Takila,
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Preeti. Okay. Next, I'm moving forward, ma. In this example, you solve and tell me the final answer. C, D, A. C tends to A, A, B. D tends to capital C, small c. Please do it and tell me the answer, final answer. Here, this C is some small c. Done, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please tell me the answers.
S tends to CX. X tends to DA.
See, at last you should not have that. DA means which A I have to write?
Small a, ma'am.
Small a means it is not in the CNF.
Ma'am, I have the next one, ma'am. X tends to dy. I mean, instead of a, I will consider it as y, ma'am.
Then you have in the final answer you have all the predictions are in CNF format.
Yes, ma'am. Y tends to a. Small a.
Mm.
Next one, ma'am. C tends to AAB. C to AAB. Small a, ma'am. I'm telling for the next one, ma'am. Capital C.
I'm asking you the last answer.
C tends to YZ, ma'am.
YZ. Very good. Mm.
And next one.
What is Z? Z tends to?
Z tends to AB. Small a, small a, small b, ma'am.
Okay, that I don't want. Final answer you tell me. Z tends to Y. What you have replaced with B?
Ma'am, I didn't get you.
See ma, if I write AB means you are telling it is AB. What you are telling? Are you telling the final answer or not?
No, ma'am. C tends to YZ. Next.
What is Z? Z tends to?
Sorry, ma'am. I made a mistake.
Okay.
I wrote small a.
Okay, ma, I'll explain this problem too. All of you observe. First, S tends to CDA. This is not in the correct format. So, S tends to what I'm writing? C. In place of DA, I'm placing X. Okay, X tends to DA. Again, it is not in the CNF format. That we'll discuss later. Next, this is what we have written. Next, C tends to A, Y. Y tends to some AB. Okay. Next, D tends to some CZ and Z tends to C. It is in CNF, not in CNF, not in CNF, not in CNF, already in CNF. Now the remaining one will think CX, X tends to some D, capital A I am taking. A tends to some small a. C tends to already we know that A is nothing but capital A, AY. Y tends to capital A is A and B I am assuming it like small b. Okay, next D tends to CZ and Z tends to C. Now if you observe final answer అని అడిగినప్పుడు మీరు ఇది చెప్పాలమ్మా. ఇక్కడ చూడండి ఏ ప్రొడక్షన్ కూడా CNF ని వైలేట్ చేయదు. ఆల్రెడీ ఇన్ CNF, 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 CNF. ఈ మధ్యని మీరు లాస్ట్ ఆన్సర్ కింద చెప్పకూడదు. I want this final answer. Am I clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one more example we'll discuss. You tell me the
Ma'am,
answer.
showed previous one once again.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Nalini. Next example is S tends to AB, ASA. A tends to S or P. B tends to B or epsilon. You please solve this example and tell me the final answer. If you are unable to do it, I'll explain. Please, all of you try to complete it. See here, you are having epsilon productions, you have to remove that. Unit productions you are having, you have to remove that. After that, you put that in the CNF format. First, remove the epsilon productions and then remove the unit productions. Then you make this as CNF. Seema, tomorrow I'll explain the GNF. Then we are left with only one topic, that is pumping lemma. Day after tomorrow, that is on Wednesday, shall I conduct the quiz on these 3 modules? Pumping lemma I'll explain anyway on the Monday, because I want to conduct some quiz. Though I can conduct after completion of pumping lemma also, but next Monday onwards you are having unit test, no? That's why I'll conduct quiz on Wednesday, and Monday I'll explain the pumping lemma. Is it okay for you? Just 10 marks quiz, ma, or just orally I'll give you the basics and the important things I'll give you as your quiz, because we are having 5 module test. Each one is for 4 marks, 5 into 4, 20 marks, and 10 marks I have given you the assignment, and the remaining 10 marks are for a quiz. So I want to conduct 2 quizzes. One is after completion of this half of the syllabus. Next, before the unit test 5, I'll conduct 1 more quiz. Is it okay? Shall I conduct on Wednesday? In the Wednesday classroom, anyway, the quiz is simply 15 minutes. After that, I'll complete the pumping lemma too. I'll start. If I did not complete, means I'll explain on the next Monday. Is it okay for you? Shall I conduct the quiz on Monday? Wednesday?
Okay, ma'am.
What about remaining? Please respond. Okay, remember Wednesday's quiz, that is on your class itself, 15 minutes only. It is just 15 minutes quiz, and then we'll move on to the regular session. Completed, ma? Sharad, Akila, Preeti, Nalini, Rishita, Sheshu, 53. What are you doing, ma?
Ma'am,
Yes,
when is our internal now with Java?
tomorrow. Not Java, it is coding.
Utterly no, ma'am. That language.
Huh?
That language only no, ma'am.
Yes, ma, of course. But you have to call it like coding. Tomorrow, ma, 10 marks is the theory question, and remaining 10 marks are quiz. Okay. Tomorrow you are having the internal, and next week we'll practice all the programs, basic level programs in code signal, and then we'll move on to the regular session. Okay. 37.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, prepare avandi manchiga.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma, moving forward. Chesera problem. Shall I explain? Shall I explain? Please respond. Shall I explain?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Seema, first we have to remove the epsilon prediction. Simple thing. S tends to A. B is the given thing. In place of B, I can substitute epsilon. If I substitute epsilon, what I'll have? Only A. ఎందుకు A వచ్చిందో మీకు అర్థమైందా? See, S to AB. In place of B, I can substitute epsilon also. If I substitute epsilon, I'll have only A. Next is simply AS. S2, yes. Okay, in place of B, if I substitute epsilon, epsilon will be here, B. I have already substituted epsilon in place of all B, so I'm removing this. ఇంతవరకు ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉందా ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ 1? Is anybody having doubt, ma? Please respond. right? Now again you are having the epsilon production. Sorry, the A kada. I'll substitute this. In place of A, I'm going to substitute epsilon. AB, A, ASA is the given one. In place of first A, if I substitute epsilon, I'll get SA. In place of second A, if I substitute, I'll get AS. In place of both the things, if I substitute, I'll get S only. Okay. Next, A tends to S. Simply, I'm removing this. B to B. Now it is free from epsilon productions. Now it is having unit productions, that also will remove. Okay. S tends to S. Do you have any meaning of writing this? Nothing, right? You simply remove this. Next. A tends to S, which means, for example, here I'm taking S tends to what you are having, AB or A or ASA or AS or SA. A tends to S means, or in this part I'm replacing here. It replace S values and B tends to B. Now it is free from unit productions, it is free from epsilon productions. Now we'll check the CNF format. Is it in CNF format, ma? మీరు రెస్పాండ్ అయితేనే మీరు ఫాలో అవుతున్నారని నాకు అర్థమవుతుంది.
No, ma'am.
It is not in the CNF format. So I'm arranging that S tends to capital, capital A already undi kada. S tends to some X, XB. What X represents? X represents simply A. It already CNF lone undi. Next, ASA. ASA means, how can we replace that? How can we replace that?
S tends to S.
Y tends to, simply I'm writing AS. Can I write like this? Now you will get
Yes,
here
ma'am.
YA. Here you will get only Y. Okay. Next, SA. SA means, which is already in the CNF format. Rendu capital letters ఏ ఉన్నాయి. Actually AS ని కూడా మనం replace చేయవసరం లేదు ఇక్కడ. రిప్లేస్ చేస్తే మళ్ళీ అది యూనిట్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అయిపోతుంది. సో మనం రిప్లేస్ చేయకుండా ఏం రాయొచ్చు సింపుల్గా, which is AS, which is already in the CNF format. Next, same you will have in this part also, XB, A or YA or AS or SA. B tends to B. Now, if you verify CNF, 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 all are in CNF, which is also in CNF. Am I clear with this, ma? Am I clear with
Yes,
this?
ma'am.
Okay, this is nothing but the CNF. Last example, ma. Andaru try cheyandi. S tends to BB or AB. A tends to epsilon or BBA. B tends to AAA. Final answer చెప్పండి నాకు. అందరూ ట్రై చేయండి. ఇంకా మీకు డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. CNF is very important. If you understand this, then GNF is very simple. First, remove the epsilon production. After removing the epsilon production, మీకు ఏమొచ్చింది చెప్పండి first. After removing the epsilon productions, what you got?
Ma'am, S is the same.
Is the same?
We're completely removing it. A, B or B,
Yes.
ma'am, sorry, or B.
Okay. Yes. Next.
A will become B, B, A. B, A, A or A, A.
Very good. Now you apply the CNF format. In place of small b, you may replace it with x. X tends to some small b. Next, AB, which is already in the CNF. In place of B, B will become the unit production. No, so in place of B, you may substitute A or simply AA. Okay, next we'll come to this part. Next, BBA. Already B means you know that some XA. Okay. Next, B tends to AAA. So, can I take Y tends to AA and I replace Y here, YA or Y? YA or Y. Okay. But it will become the unit production. No, again, if you substitute, it will be AA only. So, we'll replace Cheyoddu manam. B tends to what I'm replacing, observe carefully. Some Y tends to simply A I have written. Y tends to A I have written. Simply it is YAA or YY. Okay. Now next step will write. S tends to XB, which is already in CNF format. AB is already in CNF format. AAA, in place of A, I can replace Y, right? So, YYA, YY. This is not in the CNF format. Simply Z tends to, I'm writing YA. So, here I replace ZA. YY, I can replace with Z. So, ZA. CNF, 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 which is already in CNF. Next, X tends to B, already in CNF. A tends to some XP. P tends to XA. CNF. Okay, XA, in place of A, I can replace Y, no? So it is XY, which is already in CNF. Next, B tends to, in place of YY, I can replace Z, right? So ZA or YY, Y tends to A. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
This is nothing but the CNF concept. I think I'm clear with this CNF. Those who want to note down, you can note down. Tomorrow in the next session, we'll see GNF. CNF stands for Chomsky normal form. What are the conditions for CNF means? First, it is free from epsilon productions. After that, you may have, if you have any unit productions, remove that. Next, check whether it is in the CNF format or not. If it is not in the CNF format, you arrange the given CFG in CNF format. What is CNF format means? A tends to XY where X comma Y both are variables, and A tends to small a where A is a terminal. These are the rules and this is the thing. I think I'm clear with this, right? If you have any doubt regarding the CNF, please do ask. Please raise your voice. In the tomorrow session, we'll see GNF ma. GNF and pumping lemma. These are the only topics we are having in this module. If you have any doubt regarding this, please do ask. Any doubt regarding this, please do ask. And tomorrow you're having the coding exam, and day after tomorrow I'm going to conduct the quiz on this. And please upload all the things. Today is the last day to upload the things in the model. Okay, and I think I have given second assignment, right, to you? Rishita, మీకు second assignment ఇచ్చాను కదమ్మా?
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am.
ఓకే, నేను మీకు సెకండ్ అసైన్మెంట్ ఇవ్వలేదా? సిఎస్ 12 వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చాను. ఓకే మా, ప్లీజ్ నోట్ డౌన్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్. Second unit, right? Okay. Okay, ma, I'll forward in the group all the assignment questions. Okay, and the last date for submission is next Monday. On or before next Monday, you have to submit. I'll upload the assignment 2 link also in the model. I'll give you the link. Is it fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll forward the questions in your groups. On or before next Monday, submit assignment 2 also. Still any questions? Only 4 questions I'll give you. Practice, that will be useful for your quiz also. Any doubts or any questions regarding today's session or quiz or assignments, please do ask. No doubts means I'll end the session, ma. Shall I end it?